Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat.
Anta okay na? Is everything okay?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Nice. Okay.
Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Raju Prabhu, Lakshmi Mataji, Madhya Mataji, Samyukta Mataji, Champakalata Mataji, Lavanya, Dandavat Pranam, Sahal, Glory Shishla Prabhupada and Gurudev. Just no problem. Prabhuji, you start Mangala Charana prayer, Prabhu. Be right back.
I'll do so.
You start Mangala Charana.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gnananjanakalakaya Chashkurum Militan Mena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachatade Satarini. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. We start today's BG calendar. Just let me open. Thank you very much, all of you joining today. Today is February 15th from BG calendar. Before that, let me open up translation and we all read. Anyone likes to read, please read. 246 and 247. We are gonna read. BG 246. Very important words actually. Everything is important only, but since it is today's verse, significant. Chapter 246, content 46. All right. Gaurav Prabhu, Hare Krishna, please read. I'm sharing. Yeah. Gaurav Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, are you there? Gaurav Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I'm able to hear. Okay.
Sorry, Prabhuji, there was a headset going on, so it just got stuck.
Okay. Read.
Text 46. All purpose served by a small well can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purposes of the Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind it. 47. You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of actions. Never consider yourself the cause of the result of activities and never be attached to not doing your duty.
Did you remember, Prabhu, Gaurav Prabhu? What is that verse going to be?
Prabhuji, I don't remember the words, but I'm able to understand. So in morning we were talking to Sripati Prabhuji, and we were talking about how one can be completely responsible, but at the same time do not get attached to it. So one thing he said that every person or every grihastha has two swadharma. One is spiritual swadharma, and second is material swadharma. So material swadharma is also required. If anyone is not following any of those swadharma, they will not be able to be in a right path of devotion. So people have to follow both the swadharma, but at the same time do not get attached to it. So be responsible, but don't get attached to it. So we had a nice conversation on this.
Yes, Karmanyavadhikarasya, Prabhu. There is a verse.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for reading these two verses. So let me recite quickly and we can start our CC Madhya. 2.46. Yavan artha budapane sarvata samplutodake tavan sarveshu vedeshu brahmanasya vijanata कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मा फलहेतुर्भुर् मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि यावनर्थ उदापाने सर्वतः संप्रपोदके तावान् सर्वेषु वेदेषु ब्राह्मणस्य विजानत. All purpose served by a small well can at once be observed, can at once be served by a great reservoir of water. Similarly, all the purpose of Vedas can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. So all wells, all rivers, going towards the ocean. Similarly, the ultimate purpose, various purposes, but ultimately one has to know the purpose behind them. Can be served to one who knows the purpose behind them. So ultimately, just like rivers meeting the oceans, various paths ultimately, demigod worship, different sacrificial activities. Ultimately, it has to please the Supreme Lord. That's what it is. It has to please the Supreme Personality of God. That is the purpose of behind them. And karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhur mate sangasva karmani. What is saying? We have to do our duties based on our, nature of, one is situated in the modes, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. So, Brahmanical qualities, Kshatriya qualities, right? And business qualities, Vaishyas, and Shudras, laborer who supports these three social orders according to one's own nature. Brahmanical order, we know, teachers in teaching profession, then they are endowed with knowledge. Kshatriyas, rulers, administrators, politicians, etc. And Vaishyas, business, mercantile people, farmers, and then Shudras, who support all these three categories. So we all know that one. Rigor. Okay, so we'll start our Chaitanya Charitamrita. Before that, let us recite this. This file, 1 second. Yeah, please, do anybody likes to sing? Sing. We all repeat after you. Please do that. Regular singing. Chaitanya Charitamrita before starting.
I'll sing, Prabhuji.
Yeah, sing, Mataji.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Please unmute yourself and sing. Devotees.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya
Jaya
Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya
Jaya Jaya Sri
Jaya
Chaitanya Jaya
Nityananda.
Nityananda.
Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya
Gaura
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
One more time.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Champakalata Mataji or Rashmi Mataji, would you able to recite this verse?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Do this.
CC Adi 1.14, 7.6. पंचतत्वमकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपास्वरूपकं
Bhaktavataram.
भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तसाकीर्तिकम्.
Shaktikam.
Saktikam.
Shaktikam.
Namami Bhakta Shaktikam.
Shaktikam. Panchatattvatmakam. You repeat one, you do one more time.
Yes. Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktatvataram
Bhaktavataram.
Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam.
Yes, Mata. Read complete text.
Yes, Prabhuji. Let me offer my obeisance unto Sri Krishna, who has manifested himself in 5 features as a devotee: expansion of a devotee, incarnation of a devotee, pure devotee, and devotional energy. The 5 features. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself, Swayam Bhagavan. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is Krishna first personal expansion as Balarama. Sri Advaita Acharya is the Mahavishnu and Sadashiva, Hariharam. Sri Sivasa Thakur is a Krishna's pure devotee, Narad Muni, and symbolizes devotion, bhakti. Sri Gadadhara Pandit is the Krishna's internal energy, Srimati Radharani, Srimati Lalita Sakhi Shakti. Purport last lines. This confirms the Vedic Sutra Parasya Saktir Vividhaiva Shruyate. All these bhakta subjects taken together constitute Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Krishna himself.
Yeah. Yes, Mother. Thank you. The
Thank
meaning
you
of
so much.
Panchatattva. Panchatattva prayer we say, right? Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta. So this is what it is, the meaning. Thank you, Mother. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurat Vishay Namaha. O most munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimad Radharani and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you. Haribol. So we'll start Chaitanya Charitamrita. This particular chapter 135. We are at 135 done yesterday. Let me share. From 136 onwards, we'll read. So this content, this section talks about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtana, okay? 136 to 150 verses. From 136 to 136 to 150 verses. Talks about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sankirtana started. After Gundicha Majjanam done, he started again Kirtan, Nagara Sankirtan, okay? 136 onwards, we'll start. Champaglata Mataji, please start.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
ఇది ట్యూన్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది మత యు నో రైట్ నృసింహ మందిర భీతర భావీర సోధీల క్షణేక విశ్రమకారి నృత్యారంభీల do that.
Okay, Prabhuji. Nrisimha Mandira Bhitala Bahira Sodhila Shaneke Vishramakari Nritye Arambhila. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also cleansed the Nrisimha temple inside and outside. Finally, he rested a few minutes and then began dancing. Purport. The Nrisimha temple is a nice temple just outside the Gundicha temple. In this temple, there is a great festival on the day of Nrisimha Chaturdasi. There is also a Nrisimha temple at Navadvipa, where the same festival is observed, as described by Murari Gupta in his book Chaitanya Charit. Hare Krishna.
Continue. 3 years, no? 3 years. Same
Okay.
tune. Right.
Sharidhi ke bhakta gane karena kirtana madhya nritya karena prabhu matta simhasana. Translation. All around Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the devotees performed congregational chanting. The Lord, just like a maddened lion, danced in the middle.
One more. 138.
Okay, Prabhuji. Sveda kampa vaivarnyastru pulaka hunkara nija anga duyi age chale ashrudhara. Translation. As usual, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced, there were precipitation, trembling, fading, tears, jubilation, and roaring. Indeed, the tears from his eyes washed his body and those before him.
Hariva. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank
In
you,
ecstasy.
Prabhuji.
In ecstasy, in the congregational chanting, is getting Ashtasattvika Vikara, the feelings of pure love. Thank you, Mataji. So now, let me see. Madhavi Mataji, Hare Krishna, please read.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी दंडवत प्रणाम चारैके भक्तांग कैला प्रकाशालन श्रावेनेर मेघायेन करेवरीशान. Translation. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu washed the bodies of all the devotees with the tears from his eyes. The tears poured like the rains in the month of Shravana.
Okay.
महाउच्च संकीर्तने आकाश बरीला प्रभुला उद्दांत नृत्य भूमि कंपा हायला. Translation. The sky was filled with the great and loud chanting of Sankirtana, and the earth shook from the jumping and dancing of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
One more. 141.
स्वरूपेर उच्चगन प्रभुरे सदा भय आनंदे उद्दांत नृत्य करे गौरराय. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always liked the loud chanting of Swarupa Damodara. Therefore, when Swarupa Damodara sang, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu danced and jumped high in jubilation.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Lavanya, continue. 142.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Text 142. Ei mata kata Krishna nutya kariya vishama karila Prabhu samaya bujiya.
Kshana. This is Kata Kshana. Kata Kshana.
Kata Kshana. Sorry, Krishna.
Kata Krishna. It's okay.
Yeah. Hey mata kata kshana nritya kariya vishama karila Prabhu samaya bujiya. Translation. The Lord thus chanted and danced for some time. Finally, understanding the circumstances, he stopped. Acharya Nira Putra Shri Gopala Nama Nritya Kari Tetanra Agnadile Gauradama. Translation. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then ordered Sri Gopala, the son of Advaita Acharya, to dance. Premaveshe nrityakari haila murchite achetana hanatenha padila bhumite. Translation. While dancing in ecstatic love, Sri Gopala fainted and fell to the ground unconscious.
Who is the Gopala?
He is the son of Advaita Acharya.
Advaita Acharya. Very good. Thank you. Let us continue. Rashmi Mataji, please continue. 145.
अस्ते वस्ते आचार्य तंद्रा कैला कोले सवासार हिता देखी आचार्य हैला विकाले. Translation given by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Sri Gopal fainted, Advaita Acharya hastily took him upon his lap. Seeing that he was not breathing, he became very much agitated. नरसिम्हेरा मंत्र परी मारे जाला चांति हुंकारेरा शब्दे ब्रह्मानंदाया पाटिम. Translation. Advaita Acharya and others began to chant the holy name of Lord Narasimha and sprinkle water. The roaring of the chant was so great that it seemed to shake the entire universe.
Wait, one more.
अनेका करीला ताबू नहाए चेताना आचार्य कंदेना कंदे सबा भक्ता गाना. Translation. When the boy did not regain consciousness, after some time, Advaita Acharya and the other devotees began to cry.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Samyukta Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. ताबे महाप्रभु तांड्रा भूके हस्ता दीला उता गोपाला बलि उच्चेश्वरे kahila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu placed his hand on the chest of Sri Gopala and said loudly, Gopala, stand up. सुनीतेति गोपाले राहईला चेताना हरि बलि नृत्य करे सर्व भक्त गाना. Translation: As soon as Gopala heard the voice of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he immediately came to his senses. All the devotees then began to dance, chanting the holy name of Hari.
Hari, 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 Hari. 50, 150. Yes. Read.
Okay, Prabhuji. एयि लीला वर्णीया चेना दस वृंदावाना अतैव संक्षेप करी लून वर्णना. Translation: This incident has been described in detail by Vrindavan Das Thakura. Therefore, I have described it only in brief. Purport: This is a matter of etiquette. If a previous acharya has already written about something, there is no need to repeat it for personal sense gratification or to outdo the previous acharya. Unless there is some definite improvement, one should not repeat. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Madhya. Hare Krishna. For this one section done, let me quickly read the points here. Just quickly this in this chapters. So just now we read 136 to 150, Lord Chaitanya Sankirtana, 136 to 142, the Lord manifests ecstatic symptoms in the Kirtana and jumps high in jubilation. 143 to 150, Sri Gopala, Advaita Acharya's son, faints in ecstasy, and the Lord revives him by placing his hand on his head. Rebo. So now the next section we are continuing here, okay? So 151 to 203, Prasada pastimes. Prasadam pastimes. We'll start Prabhuji's stories. Read. Rajesh Prabhu, Hare Krishna, please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
तबे महाप्रभु क्षणेक विश्राम करिया स्नान करी बारे गेला भक्त जन लाना. After taking rest, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all the devotees departed to take their baths. तिरे उठी पारे ना प्रभु सुख वसाना नरसिम्हा देवे नमस्कारे गेला upavana. After bathing, the Lord stood on the bank of the lake and put on dry garments. After offering obeisance to the Lord Narasimhadeva, whose temple was nearby, the Lord entered a garden. उद्यानवासीला प्रभु भक्त गण लाना तबे वाणी नाता ऐला महाप्रसादालाना. In the garden, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat down with the other devotees. Vani Natharaya then came and brought all kinds of Mahaprasadam.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Sakam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Kashi Mishra Tulsi Paricha
Saban Prabhu, yana వెళ్తారంట రాజు ప్రభు వెళ్తారంట. Let him do.
I'll read and go, Prabhuji.
Go. Read.
Yeah. Kashi Mishra Tulasi Pandicha Duhi
Padicha.
Sorry. Padicha. Kashi Mishra Tulasi Padicha Duhi Jana Panchasata Lokayata Kariye Bhujana Tata Anna Pita Phana Sabapa Pataila Deki Mahaprabhura Mane Santosha Haila. Translation: Kashi Mishra and Tulasi, the superintendent of the temple, brought as much prasadam as 500 men could eat. Seeing the large quantity of prasadam, which consisted of rice, cakes, sweet rice, and variety of vegetables, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very satisfied. Yeah. Puri Gosani Mahaprabhu Bharati Brahmananda Advaita Acharya Ara Prabhu Nityananda. Translation: Among the devotees present with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu were Paramananda Puri, Brahmananda Bharati, Advaita Acharya, and Nityananda Prabhu.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu.
Yeah. Thank
you. Saban Prabhu, you continue.
Hare Krishna. Acharya Ratna Acharya Nidhi Srivasa Gadadhara Shankara Nandanacharya Ara Raghava Vakreshwara. Translation: Acharya Ratna, Acharya Nidhi, Srivasa Thakura, Gadadhara Pandita, Shankaracharya, Nandanacharya, Raghava Pandita, and Vakreshwara were also present. Prabhu Agna Pana Vaise Apane Sarva Bhauma Pindara Upre Prabhu Vishalana Bhaktagana. Receiving the permission of the Lord, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya sat down. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all his devotees sat on raised wooden seats. Taratale kari anukrama Udyana bhari vaise bhakta karite bhojana. In this way, all the devotees sat down to take their lunch in consecutive lines, one beside the other. Hare Krishna.
Sahapanti Bhojanam. In Telugu, there is word, right? Sahapanti Bhojanam. Sahapanti Bhojanam. Manja kinda kuchon neat ga. Sahapanti Bhojanam. Very good. 160 now. Gaurav Prabhu. Gaurav Prabhu.
Hare
No.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Next Chandraval Prabhu. Next Akinjam Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhuji. Haridasa Bali Prabhu Dehe Gane Gana Dure Rahi Haridasa Kare Nivedana. Translation: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was repeatedly calling Haridasa, Haridasa, and at that time Haridasa is standing at a standing at a distance. He spoke as follows.
Sorry, Prabhu.
No worries, Prabhu. Bhakta Sange Prabhu Karuna Prasada Ank Kira E Sange Vasite Yogya Ya Nahi Munichara. Translation: Haridasa Thakur said, "Let Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take his lunch with his devotees. Since I am abominable, I cannot sit down among you."
Wait, say one more.
पाछे मोर प्रसादा गोविंदा दिवे भाधिरी दारे माना जानी प्रभु पुनः नाबालीला तानरे. Translation: Govinda will give me prasadam later outside the door. Understanding his mind, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not call him again. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Chandraval Prabhu. Next Akinjam Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Go ahead.
Rupa Goswami Jagadananda Damodara Kashiswara Gopinada Vaninada Sankara Pariveshana Kare Tahane Sata Jana Madhya Haridwani Kare Bhagata Gana. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhuji, can you please move up a little bit? Yeah. Sarupa Damodara Goswami, Jagadananda, Damodara Pandita, Kashiswara, Gopinatha, Vaninatha, and Sankara distributed prasadam, and the devotees chanted the holy names at intervals. Ulina Krishna Pureyache Kaila Selila Mahaprabhura Mane Smriti Haila. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Lord Sri Krishna had previously taken his lunch in the forest, and that very pastime was remembered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yeah, thank you very much. Akinjam Prabhu. Akinjam Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Oh, no, do it.
यद्यपि प्रेमावेशे प्रभु कैला हस्तिरा समय भूया प्रभु हैला किचु धीरा.
Okay.
Just by remembering the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was agitated by ecstatic love. But considering the time and circumstance, he remained somewhat patient. प्रभु कहे मोरा देह लापरा व्याजाने पिता पाने अमृता गुटिका देहा भक्त गणे. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you can give me the ordinary vegetables known as lap lapra vyajana lapra vyanjana, and you may deliver to all the devotees better preparations like cake, sweet rice, and amruta gutika. Lapra vyanjana is the combination of several green vegetables all mixed together. It is often mixed with rice and delivered to the poor man. Amrita Gutika is the preparation of thick puri mixed with condensed milk. It is also known as Amruta Rasavali. Rasavali.
So Lapravanjana is nothing but our Kichdi Prabhu.
What, Prabhu?
Kichdi.
Ah.
Lapra
Lapra Vyanjana. Yes, Kichdi. Yes, Kichdi Prasadam ki jai. Inka sweet kuda undi Prabhu ida. Amruta Rasavali. So, Rakinja Prabhu, you are serving, right? Today?
What service? What, Prabhuji? Amrita Rasavali, huh? Okay.
Amruta Rasavali. Yes, yes. Haribol. Thank you. 3 అయిపోయినా? 3 చేశారా? 3, I think 3 done. Okay. Lalitman Prabhu, thank you, Prabhu. You can do.
Yes, Prabhu. Sarvagnya Prabhu Jane Nayandra Yehi Bhaya Tanre Seyi Deyo Yaya Swarupa Dvaraya. Translation. Since Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is omniscient, he knew what types of preparations each person liked. He therefore had Swarupa Damodara deliver these preparations to each devotee to his full satisfaction. Jagdananda bedaya pariveshana karite prabhura pate bhala dravya dena achambite. Translation. Jagdananda went to distribute prasadam, and suddenly he placed all the first class preparations on the plate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay.
Wow.
यद्यपि दिले प्रभु तांद्रे करे न रोषा भले चले तबु देना दिले से संतोषा. Translation. When such nice prasadam was put on the plate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord was outwardly very angry. Nonetheless, when the preparations were placed on his plate, sometimes by tricks and sometimes by force, the Lord was satisfied.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Let me read this. 171. CC Madhya 12.171. Punara pise dravya kare nirikshana. Tanra bhaye prabhu kichu kare na bhakshana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When the food was thus delivered, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu looked at it for some time, being afraid of Jagadananda. He finally ate something. 172. Nakaila Jagadananda Karibe Upavasa Tanra Age Kichu Kana Mane Aitrasha. The Lord knew that if he did not eat the food offered by Jagadananda would certainly fast. Being afraid of this, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ate some of the prasadam he offered. 173. Swarupa Gosani Bhala Mista Prasada Lana Prabhu ke nivedana kare age dandana. Swarupa Damodara Goswami then brought some excellent sweetmeats and standing before the Lord offered them to him. Hare Krishna. So again, one more time we'll read. Let me check anybody join. Okay. Hare Krishna, Deepa Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandapranam.
Nano Pranam.
Dehi Mahaprasadalpakarah Swadana Dekha Jagannatha Kaiche Karya Chena Bhojana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Swarup Damodar Goswami then said, just take a little of this Mahaprasadam and see how it is that Lord Jagannath has accepted it. Eta bali age kichu kare samarpana, tanra snehe prabhu kichu kare na bhojana. Upon saying this, Swarup Damodar Goswami placed some food before the Lord, and the Lord, out of affection, ate it. ए मत दुई जन करे बार बार विचित्र दुई भक्तेरा स्नेह व्यवहार. Swarup Damodar and Jagannath again and again offered the Lord some food. Thus they behaved affectionately with the Lord. This was very, very uncommon. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Now again, Madhavi Mataji.
सर्वभौमे प्रभु वसन्नचेन वामपाशे दुई भक्तेर स्नेह देखी सर्वभौम हासे. Translation: The Lord made Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya sit on his left side, and when Sarvabhauma saw the behavior of Swarupa Damodara and Jagadananda, he smiled. सार्वभौम दयान प्रभु प्रसाद उत्तम स्नेहकारी बार बार घराना भोजन. Translation: Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also wanted to offer Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya first class food. Therefore, out of affection, he had the servers put first class food on his plate again and again. Gopinadacharya Uttama Mahaprasadani Sarvabhauma Diya Kahe Sumaduravani. Translation: Gopinatha Acharya also bought first class food and offered it to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya while speaking sweet words.
Thank you, Mataji. Rashmi Mataji.
Thank you, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Sirisha Mataji answered, I think. Let me see. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Mataji, you do it?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. Let Rashmi do, Prabhuji, after that.
Okay. Yeah. Chen, do it, Rashmi Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. कहाँ भट्टाचार्य एरा पूर्वा जाता व्यवहारा कहाँ ए परमानंदा कराहा vichara. Translation: After serving the Bhattacharya with first class prasadam, Gopinath Acharya said, just consider what the Bhattacharya previous mundane behavior was. Just consider how at the present he is enjoying transcendental bliss. Purport: Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was previously a Smarta Brahmana. That is, one who strictly follows the Vedic principle on the mundane platform. On the mundane platform, one cannot believe the prasadam in transcendental. The Govinda is the original form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or that a Vaishnava is a liberated person. These transcendental consideration are out of the ordinary Vedic scholars' jurisdiction. Most Vedic scholars are called Vedantists. These so-called followers of Vedanta philosophy consider the absolute truth to be impersonal. They also believe that a person born in a particular caste cannot change his caste until he dies and take rebirth. The Smarta Brahmanas also reject the fact that Mahaprasadam, food offered to the deity, is transcendental and materially uncontaminated. Originally, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was subjected to all the rules and regulations of the Vedic principle on the mundane platform. Now, Gopinath Acharya pointed out how Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had been converted by the causeless mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Being converted, Sarvabhauma partook of prasadam with the Vaishnavas. Indeed, he sat by the side of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Read it, 181, Sirisha Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Dandavat. Sarvabhauma kahe ami tariki ka kubudi tomara prasade mora e sampat siddhi. Translation: Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya replied to Gopinath Acharya, I was simply a less intelligent logician, but by your grace I have received this opulence of perfection.
महाप्रभु बिना केहा नाही दाया माया, काके रे गरुड़ा कारे आचे कौन आया. Translation. But for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya continued, who is so merciful. He has converted a crow into a Garuda. Who could be so merciful? तार्किका श्रीगाला संगे बेहु बेहु कारी, सेमु के ए बेसादा काहि Krishna Hari. Translation. In the association of the jackals known as logicians, I simply continued to bark a resounding behu behu. Now from the same mouth I am chanting the holy names Krishna and Hari. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you.
Samyukta Madhavi.
Yes, Prabhuji. काहान भैर्मुखा तार्किका शिष्य गण संगे काहान एई संगा सुदा समुद्र तरंगे. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Whereas I once associated with the disciples of logic, all non-devotees, I am now merged in the waves of the nectarian ocean of the association of devotees. Purport. As Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura explains, the word Bhairmukha refers to a person who is very busy tasting material enjoyment. Such a person always poses himself as an enjoyer of the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Being attracted by external opulence, the non-devotee always forgets his intimate relationship with Krishna. Such a person does not like the idea of becoming Krishna conscious. This is explained by Srila Prahalad Maharaja in Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5.
Mataji, very important slokas, sir. Very important slokas, these are. These two.
Yeah, very important sloka. Yes, Prabhuji. Madhavi, I'll ask Lavanya to recite. Okay, so let her recite.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Go ahead, Lavanya.
मतिर्न कृष्णे परता स्वतो वा मितो विपात्येत गृहावृतानाम् आदन्तगोपैर्विशतान्तमिश्रम् पुनः पुनश्चर्वितचर्वणानाम् न ते विदुस्वार्थगतिं हि विष्णुं दुराशयाये बहिरत्तमानिना अन्धायतान्दैरुपनीयमाना तेऽपि इष्टतन्त्राम् उरुतां निबद्धा.
Yeah, read complete translation.
Materials who are overly attracted to the material body, material world, and material enjoyment, who cannot control their material senses, are carried to the darkest regions of material existence. Such people cannot become Krishna conscious, either by themselves or by congregational effort. Such people do not understand that the goal of life for a human being is to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. A human life is especially meant for this purpose. And one has to go through all kinds of gratification. Materialists always remain blind because they are always guided by blind rascals. A materialist person considers himself free to act as he likes. He does not know what he is rigidly controlled by the stringent laws of nature, nor does he know what he has to transmigrate from one body to another and perpetually rot in material existence. Such rascals and foolish people are lured by the prayers of their foolish leaders for sense gratification, and they cannot understand what is meant by Krishna consciousness. The material world exists outside the spiritual sky, and a foolish materialist cannot estimate the extent of this material sky. What then can he know of the spiritual sky? Materialists simply believe their imperfect senses and do not take instructions from revealed scriptures. According to Vedic civilization, one has to see through the authority of the revealed scriptures. Shastra Chakshu. One should see everything through the medium of the Vedic literature. In this way, one can distinguish between the spiritual world and the material world. Those who ignore such instructions cannot be convinced of the existence of the spiritual world. Because they have forgotten their spiritual identity, such materialists take in this material world as all in all. They are therefore called Bahirmukha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Very important words. I will share this one in the group. We will memorize or we will remember. Human life is meant for science. Human life is meant for self-realization, not for proper rights, cats and dogs. That's what it is. Important words. Prahlad Maharaj teachings. So let us
That
quickly.
one,
Yes, Prabhuji.
Matirna Krishna is very important. First one.
Matirna
Person who
Krishna.
is
Paratosvato.
Matirna Krishna means he can never get attracted to Krishna. Who punas charvita charvina sarvananam. Person who is attracted to the material things and doing it again and again. Matirna Krishna. He can never get Krishna.
Acha, correct. Yes, Prabhu. ఇది అంటారు కదా సెన్స్ గ్రాటిఫికేషన్ అండ్ సెల్ఫ్ రిలేషన్ గో ఇల్ టుగెదర్. రెండు చేస్తా అంటే కుదరదు కదా. నేను అటు అది చేస్తా దేవుని జరుగుతుంటే కాదు కదా. ఎస్ ప్రభుజీ, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. క్విక్లీ ఒక్కొక్క వర్స్ చదువుదాం ప్రభుస్. ఓకే, టైం ఆల్సో 185 వర్స్ మీరు చదవండి ప్రభు. లలిత్ ప్రభు.
प्रभु कहे पूर्व सिद्ध कृष्णे तोमा प्रीति तोमा संगे आमा सावर हैला कृष्णे माति. Translation: Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, from your previous birth you have been in Krishna consciousness. Thus you love Krishna so much that simply by your association we are all developing Krishna consciousness. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Akincha Prabhu, 186. ఓకే, చంద్రబాబు ప్రభు. అకించం ప్రభు.
భక్త మహిమా బాది అయితే భక్తే సుఖ దీతి మహాప్రభు విన అల్యనహి త్రిజాగతే.
ఓకే, రైట్.
Thus there is no one within these three worlds save for the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is always so willing to increase the glories of the devotees and give them satisfaction. In this regard, one should consult the discussion between Kapila Dev and Devhuti on the subject matter of devotional service. This is found in Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto.
So 3rd canto, last few chapters, it was explained. One chapter specifically mentioned devotional service. Explain devotional service to Devahuti Mata. So very nice. We are having exam 22nd chapter and until 33 chapters in those same 3rd canto. Thank you, Prabhuji. Chandran Prabhu, please continue. 187.
Translation: Sri Chaitanya Prabhu then took all the remnants of food offered to Jagannatha, such as cakes and sweet rice, and distributed them to all other devotees, calling them individually.
Very good. Thank you, Prabhu. Sapam Prabhu, 188.
During
Hare
that time
Krishna.
also,
Yeah, one verse is, no, the time is up. Do it, Sapam Prabhu.
Advaita Nityananda Vashiyachena Ekatani Dui Jane Krida Kalaha Lagila Tatai. Sri Advaita Acharya and Nityananda Prabhu sat side by side, and when prasadam was being distributed, they engaged in a type of mock fighting. Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Gaurav Prabhu, Raju Prabhu is still there. Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. अद्वैता काहे अद्वैत सु तेरा सांगे एका पंक्ति भोजा ना करिलो ना जानी habe kon gati. Translation: First Advaita Acharya said, I'm sitting in line with an unknown mendicant, and because I'm eating with him, I do not know what kind of destination I'm waiting. What kind of destination is waiting me?
Awaiting me. Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhu. Rajesh Prabhu, one last verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuta sannyasi punhara nahi apachaya anna doshe sannyasi ra dosa nahi haya. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the renounced order of life. Consequently, he does not recognize discrepancies. As a matter of fact, a sannyasi is not affected by eating food from anywhere and everywhere.
Yes, thank you so much. We'll stop here. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami ki jai. Thank you so much. So we'll start our recitations. Okay, Bhagavatam recitations, especially third canto, some specific verses for our exam. Bhakti Vaibhava. Yes, ma'am. I'm just sharing. Lalit Mohan Prabhu. Over to you, ma'am. Yes, Prabhuji. సో ఇదంతా చేసాం ప్రభు, మీరు లాస్ట్ 2 days కదా. సో ఏం చేసినాం అంటే మద్గుణ శృతి మాత్రేన లక్షణం భక్తి యోగ రెండు, అండ్ సాలోక్య సామీప్య సారూప్య ఏకత్వం, ఇది కూడా అయిపోయింది. సో విల్ రీడూ దిస్ టూ, దిస్ వన్ 3.33.6 నామధేయ విల్ డూ ప్రభు టుడే.
Okay, Prabhuji. Prabhu, this Namadeh is mainly about the darshanam of Lord. For a person who takes Lord's physical face-to-face appearance, who has seen him, he is more glorified than than taking his name and all. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah, am I audible, Prabhu?
Yes, audible.
So what it says is, even if you take the name of the Lord, that itself is enough. What to speak of having a darshan of the Lord? That's what this comes. This shloka comes, Prabhu. So a very, very easy shloka. I'll just explain it, Prabhu, if you have time. If you all have time. It explains the darshan of the Lord, how important, how glorified it is if you have darshan of the Lord. What it says is, Yen Namadheya. A person who takes your name itself. Yen means yours. Namadheya means a person who takes your name. Okay? Shravananu Kirtanad. A person who does your Shravana and Kirtana. And yet Prahvanad. Prahvanad means, obeisances. A person who offer obeisances unto you. Yet Smaranad. Smarana means remembering. A person who remembers you. Apikvachit. Okay? At any time, if he takes your Smarana, your obeisances, your Shravana, and your Namadheya. Okay? A person at any time takes all these things, then what happens? Shvadopi Sadhyaha. This is important. Shvada means dog eater. Even if he is a dog eater, he becomes Sadhyaha. Sadhyaha means a person who will do worship to the Lord. Pantulu means in our sense, that is deity worship. What happens if a person takes the name of the Lord, or Shravana of the Lord, or Prahavanad of the Lord, or Smaranad of the Lord? What happens? Even if he's a dog eater, he will become a first class person. Okay, he will become a first class Vaishnava. Sadhya Savanaya Kalpate. Savanaya means performing Vedic sacrifices. Kalpate. He will be eligible. He becomes eligible for Vedic sacrifices. Okay. Kutaha. Kutaha means what to speak of. What to speak of again? Te Bhagavan no Darshanat. What to speak of a person who has taken darshan of the Lord. So this is what it goes like. This verse says, what to speak of a person who has taken a darshan of the Lord. Even just by hearing your name, or reciting your name, or offering obeisances unto you, or Shravana, hearing, or reciting your name, what happens is Swapacha becomes a Vaishnava. Then what to speak of a person who has taken your darshan? This is what this whole shloka means. Okay, so no difficult words, only one difficult words, Prahavanad. Okay, one word is Prahvanad. Please repeat after me. Prahvanad.
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 Just a minute.
Yes, yes.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
And now let me do this recitation. Every line 3 times, 2 lines together 3 times, and the whole shloka 3 times. Okay.
Oh, sorry. The synonyms translation.
Yeah. So sorry. 2 times synonyms and 2 times translation. Please, 4 devotees can go ahead.
Let me do. Yet, of whom the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Namadheya, the name, Shravana, hearing, Anukirtanat, by chanting, yet to whom, Prahvanat, by offering obeisances, yet whom, Smaranat, by remembering, Api, even, Kvachit, at any time, Swadaha, a dog eater, Api, even, Sadhya, immediately, Savanaya, for performing Vedic sacrifices, Kalpate, becomes eligible, Kutaha, what to speak of, Punaha, again, Te, you, Bhagavan, or Supreme Personality of Godhead, no, then, Darshanat, by seeing face to face.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mata, yeah, go ahead.
Synopsis. Yet, of whom the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Namadeya, the name, Shravana, hearing, Anukirtanat, by chanting, yet to whom, Prahanat, by offering obeisances, yet whom, Smaranat, by remembering, Api, even, Vachit, at any time, Swada, Swaada, a dog eater, Api, even, Sadhya, immediately, Shravanaya, for performing Vedic sacrifices, Kalpate, becomes eligible, Kutaha, what to speak of, Punaha, again, Te, you, Bhagavan, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, no, then, Darshanat, by seeing face to face. Thank you, Professor.
Translation. To say nothing of spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face, even a person born in a family of dog eaters immediately becomes eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or chants about him, hears about his pastimes, offers him obeisances, or even remembers him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Because, sorry, anyone? Translation.
To say nothing of the spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face, even person born in a family of leaders, immediately becomes able to perform Vedic sacrifices if he works, utters the holy name of the Supreme Person of Godhead, or chants about him, hears about him, about his pastimes, offers him visitors, or even remembers him. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. So, please repeat after me. Yannamadheya Shravananukirtanat.
Yannamadheya
Shravananukirtanat.
Yannamadheya Shravananukirtanat.
Yannamadheya Shravananukirtanat.
Yannamadheya Shravananukirtanat.
Yannamadheya Shravananukirtanat.
Yat prahvanadya smaranadapi kvachit.
Yat prahvanadyat smaranadapi kvachit.
Yat prahvanadya smaranadapi kvachit.
यत्प्रावनाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित्
यत्प्राह्वनाद्य स्मरणादपि क्वचित्
यत्प्रावनाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित्
श्वादोऽपि सद्य there is a disturbance from somewhere. श्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते
स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते
श्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते
स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
यन्नामधीयश्रवणानुकीर्तना यथावनादस्मरणात्
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित्
यन्नामधेयश्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्य स्मरणादपि क्वचित्
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित्
यन्नामधेयश्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्राह्वनाद्य स्मरणादपि क्वचित्
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित्
श्वादोऽपि सद्यः सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
स्वादोऽपि
स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
श्वादोऽपि सद्यः सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
स्वादोऽपि
सद्य सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
श्वादोऽपि सद्यः सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
यन्नामधेयश्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्य स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सद्यः श्रवणाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
यन्नामधेयश्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्य स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सद्यः सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तना यत्प्रावनाद्य स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते
पुनः पुनस्ते
पुनस्ते
भगवान्
भगवानुदर्शनात्
यन्नामधेयश्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्राह्वणाद्य स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवान् नु दर्शनात्
मधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तना यत्प्रावनाद्य स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते
पुनः
कूटः
पुनस्ते
पुनस्ते
भगवान् दर्शनात्.
Yeah, thank you so much. Giriraj Prabhu, you can take the lead, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna devotees, please help yourself. First, Bhakti Vaibhava students, including me, I will recite and translation also. So, Vani Mataji, Deepa Mataji, if Raju Prabhu is there, Raju Prabhu, okay? So then we will do that. Then unmute yourself one by one and please help recitation. Okay? I will do.
నేను బయటికి వెళ్ళాలి ఒకసారి
మీరే ఫస్ట్.
హరే కృష్ణ. యన్నామధేయా శ్రవణానుకీర్తనాత్ యత్ప్రాహ్వనాద్యత్ స్మరణాదపి క్వచిత్ స్వాదోऽపి సద్య సవనాయ కల్పతే కూటః పునస్తే భగవాన్ ను దర్శనాత్. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Let me do. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.33.6. Yannamadheya Shravananukirtanat Yatprahavanad Yatsmaranadapi Kvachit Swadopi Sadhya Savanaya Kalpate Kuta Punaste Bhagavan Nudarshan Kuta Punaste Bhagavan Nudarshanat. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. To say nothing of the spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face, even a person born in a family of dog eaters immediately becomes eligible to perform Vedic sacrifice if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead or chants about him, hears about his pastimes, offers him obeisances, or even remembers him. Okay. Hare Krishna. Yeah, next. Vani Mataji or Deepa Mataji, please do.
Yes, Prabhuji. Mataji చేస్తున్నారా?
చేస్తాం మాతాజీ. యన్నామధేయా శ్రవణానుకీర్తనాత్ యత్ప్రాహవనాద్యాత్ స్మరణాదపి క్వచిత్ స్వాదోऽపి సత్యాయ శవనాయ కల్పతే కూటస్ పునస్తే భగవాన్ నిదర్శనాత్. Translation: to say nothing of the spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face, and even a person born in the family of dog eaters immediately becomes eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or chants about him, hears about his pastimes, offers him obeisances, or even remembers him. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
यन्नामधेय श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रह्वणाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सद्या सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवन्नु दर्शनात्. Translation: to say nothing of the spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face, even a person born in a family of dog eaters immediately becomes eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or chants about him, hears about his pastimes, offers him obeisances, or even remembers him. రవి, ఒక డౌట్ ఉంది. మరి ఇట్లా ఉన్నప్పుడు మన ఇండియాలో మాక్సిమం పీపుల్ విల్ సే జై శ్రీరామ్ ఆర్ సంథింగ్ ఆర్ ద అదర్, నో హరే కృష్ణ ఆర్ జై శ్రీ కృష్ణ. వై దే ఆర్ నాట్ గెటింగ్ ప్యూరిఫైడ్, ప్రభుజీ?
Deep.
They are getting purified, Mataji, but then the what is amount of debt they are carrying out with them is not that easy.
Okay, but if dog eaters become eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices, anta purification jarugutondi. మన వాళ్ళు ఏదో ఒక ఒకేషన్ వల్ల knowingly, unknowingly, consciously, unconsciously they are doing this, no? అని నా డౌట్ వస్తుంది. అంటే లైక్ రీసెంట్ 22nd దానికి అందరూ పిచ్చెక్కిపోయారు కదా.
No,
So I don't think that
everyone will
purification.
have the benefit. Everyone will have, but then with this, they have started at least their journey because they have taken their birth here. Okay, there are many places in the world where they don't know only.
Yeah.
Compared to them, at least this 1.4 billion is very opportunities. They have the opportunity at least.
Yes, Prabhuji, correct. Okay, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्यात् स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि साध्या सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्।
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्राह्वनाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सद्य सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
यन्नामधेय श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्रावनाद्यत् स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि साध्या श्रवणाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्. हरे कृष्ण.
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्राह्वनाद्यात् स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि सद्या सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्.
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्राह्वनाद्यात् स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि साध्या सवनाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्. Thank you, Prabhuji.
यन्नामधेया श्रवणानुकीर्तनात् यत्प्राह्वनायात् स्मरणादपि क्वचित् स्वादोऽपि साध्य श्रवणाय कल्पते कुतः पुनस्ते भगवानुदर्शनात्.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Srimad Bhagavatam 3.33.6. Yannamadeya Shravananukirtana Yatpravanadyat Smaranadapi Kachit Sadhopi Sadhya Shavanaya Kalpate Kuta Punaste Bhagavanu Darshana. Translation: to say nothing of spiritual advancement of persons who see the Supreme Person face to face, even a person born in family of dog eaters immediately becomes eligible to perform Vedic sacrifices if he once utters the holy name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or chants about him, hears about his past death, offers him obeisances, or even remembers him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Everyone done, huh? I think done, huh? Sirisha Mother, you want to do? I don't know. Okay.
She did already.
She did, huh? Okay. Thank you so much. ग्रंथरा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्री चैतन्य चरितामृतम की जय। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। श्री गुरुदेव की जय। निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे। हरि हरि बोल। केसी थर्सडे Stay happy. Hari Bol. Thank you so much.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Sorry for interrupting.
Chapandi.
Yeah. Prabhu, the next sloka ఏంటి Prabhu? If it is the immediate verse of this verse, there is ahobato swapacho.
అదే
That Prabhu, that is a bit tough. అదేనా?
అదే ఉంది.
అయ్యా.
ఇక అదే అహోబత స్వపచో.
అరే ప్రభు ఇది ట్యూన్ సెట్ అవ్వదు ప్రభు, ఇది యాక్చువల్లీ చాలా కష్టం. సో దీపమాతజీ, ఇఫ్ దీపమాతజీ ఇస్ దేర్, షీ లెఫ్ట్.
యా ఉన్నారు అనుకుంటా. yes, let me see participants. yeah,
ఓకే,
ask to unmute. చెప్పండి ప్రభు, ఏం చేయాలి ఇక్కడ?
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలంతే. ఇది ఎందులో సెట్ అవ్వదు, ఏదోలో చేద్దాం ప్రభు. వేదిక్ మెటర్స్కి వెళ్ళిపోతాం ఇది, సరేనా?
యా షూర్.
ఎందుకంటే దిస్ శ్లోకస్ ఆల్వేస్ ఆర్ టుగెదర్. ద బిఫోర్ వన్ అండ్ దిస్ వన్, దే ఆర్ ఆల్వేస్ టుగెదర్ కోటెడ్.
టుగెదర్ కోటెడ్.
ఎన్నామధేయ అండ్ అహోబత స్వపాచం.
అహోబత. అచ్చా నెక్స్ట్ సీక్వెన్స్ అండి 6-7. ఓకే
6-7 రెండు మాట్లాడతారు. ఇది ఒకలాగా ఎంత నీట్ గా చేస్తారో అదంత దారుణం అయిపోతుంది అన్నమాట తర్వాత.
ఏముంది ప్రభు, ఇది ఇట్లా నెక్స్ట్ ఎందుకు కోడ్ చేస్తారు?
అది రాదు మాకు, రాదు ప్రభు, చాలా కష్టం అది. వేదిక్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోవాలి ఇంకా అంతే.
ఓకే షూర్.
ట్రై టుమారో. హరే కృష్ణ.
హరే కృష్ణ.